that's been ringing for 7 minutes now. How long does it go for, I wonder? Looks like there's something happening now over this way. I don't know if every Sunday is like this, but I guess I'll find out next Sunday. There are a bunch of, I think, veterans and current soldiers marching. There's drums being played. There was a marching band that went through before, which I got recorded. The Westminster Cathedral is going off yet again, even though it's only been a half hour. I did not get Big Ben ringing at 12:30, but it only rang once, so that was kind of hard to get. I wasn't even paying attention to the time either. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. What I think it is they just celebrated Veterans Day here, and I think that's why there's all of this going on this weekend. You could probably see from the pictures and the extremely high number of people here that there's no way this is normal. It's definitely because of Veterans Day. I know that I've done live feeds before from Hong Kong, and I had comments going, what's going on, why are there so many people? But that's the way Hong Kong always is. But I don't think London is always completely shut down. There's a giant clock, like, in my vision, and I'm trying to figure out what time it is. Turns out the sirens over here must have changed, because that doesn't sound like the English Bobby siren that I've always heard in movies. Hey, look, a phone booth. This National COVID Memorial Wall has been going on for quite a while so far, and it looks like it continues to do so. Sun came out though just in time to shine off of Big Ben. So just to be clear, this is my first actual day in London, and I'm seeing this. I'm guessing I'm seeing it at probably it's one of its most chaotic days, because I'm assuming it's just like I said before, like because it's Veterans Day. But yeah, this is my exposure. Pizza about an hour ago, and it just arrived, and I was starting to get pretty impatient. But when the guy arrived, he said he had another order that came in at the last second, so I guess he waited for that one, and then he went to the house. No one answered. That probably explains why he was even later. So I got 2 pizzas because he just went ahead and gave me theirs. So I haven't opened either of them yet. Now, obviously, the small one is mine. And it should be a pepperoni. It is. Okay. I probably have leftover pizza for the next, 2 days straight. Oh my God. Oh, that looks good. Now I don't know which one I want. The one I ordered or this one. I think I might stick mine in the fridge and eat this one. I woke up this morning, and this heating unit here, it makes noises whenever it begins to heat up. I woke up and I was kind of awake, and I kind of heard the same ticking, clicking noises that this thing makes, but something sounded different, but I didn't think much of it. I had my phone here. I had my laptop and the laptop cord down there plugged into there. I then looked to the left, and I saw that. So I think the sunroof, moonroof, whatever these are called in a house, I think is leaking. I haven't opened it up yet, and I'm kind of afraid. But I'm just happy that I had my electronic stuff to the head of my bed and not at the foot. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, nothing. Ooh, looks like a nice day out. I'm at the train station again here in Sanderstead. And apparently you don't need to actually buy a ticket to ride the train. All right, so listen to this. I don't have I want to say an octopus card, but that's what they used in Hong Kong. Oyster. I don't have an Oyster card. But the machine to buy your ticket here wasn't working. So I went in and asked if I could get a ticket to Victoria. And he said, "Do you have a contactless credit card?" And I said, yeah, yeah. And he's like, "Oh, just tap it." I'm like, "Oh, no, it's not a Oyster card." And he said, "Oh, it doesn't matter if it's contactless. Just tap it. It should work." So you don't need to literally buy anything. You can just take your credit card and tap the machine, the turnstile, and it'll let you in. Just as long as you tap out again when you get to your station. Not too sure how well you're going to be able to hear me. It's pretty windy right now, and it's also starting to get pretty chilly here in London. But I took the train. I was going to take the train to Victoria, as I usually do, and then switch to head over to the London Bridge. But the train to Victoria was not running today from Sanderstead. It just takes you straight to the London Bridge, so that worked out perfectly. But I didn't realize where the London Bridge station is, and it turns out it's right underneath the Shard. And if you haven't heard of the Shard before, it's kind of big. In fact, it's the largest, tallest building in England, or in the United Kingdom. I think it might be in Europe, I'm not sure. You kind of want to do what I was planning to do, which was check out the London Bridge today, more specifically the Tower Bridge. I think a lot of people, and even myself, get confused between the London Bridge and the Tower Bridge. The Tower Bridge is a really fancy looking one. The London Bridge is nothing special at all. But I haven't seen it for myself, that's just what I've heard, so I'm gonna go check it out now. Once again, I have to say, hopefully you guys can hear me. So I'm walking across the London Bridge right now, and you can see the Shard behind me, along with the sun, and it looks like it's probably 5 o'clock, but it's noon. At this point, the wind had picked up too much where you cannot hear me at all. Basically, I'm just talking about how right there you have a view of the Tower Bridge, which is often mistaken for the London Bridge, at least in my experience. And I think I said something about how the people on the top of that bus must have been freezing cold, because it was pretty chilly out. Yeah, I guess the London Bridge is famous because it opens up, or at least a previous version did. This version has been around since 1973. The previous version of it was around for like 600 years, if I'm not mistaken. And before that, there were previous versions of it, believe it or not. But yeah, it's just a bridge that has been destroyed and rebuilt so many times. This version of it obviously is pretty boring. It's pretty plain looking, but it gives great views. So I think that's another thing that it has going for it, is that like when the Tower Bridge lights up at night, you can really get a good view of it. And there you can see the I think that's Parliament, and whatever that place is over there on the left. But yeah, I also discovered I was recording wrong. I had the microphone automatically defaults to the phone's microphone and not the earpiece microphone. So after this video, I have started to pay attention to how I record now.